Well, Italy give a debut to Milan centre-half Alessio Romagnoli, who deputises for the suspended Giorgio Chiellini. Daniele De Rossi is recalled in place of Marco Verratti, with returns too for Florenzi at the expense of Candreva, and Montolivo for Bonaventura. Significantly, with Giaccherini no longer in the squad, this is as close a team as they could name to the one that beat Spain in the summer. 9 of this side started that match, with Graziano Pella, who scored that night, leading the line again today. Spain make 2 changes to the team that beat Liechtenstein. Andres Iniesta is back from injury and replaces the Italian-born Thiago Alcantara, whilst Dani Carvajal returns at the back. Diego Costa plays up front, preferred to former Juventus striker Alvaro Morata, but Jordi Alba and David Silva scored against Italy in the final of UEFA Euro 2012. Ciro Immobile, who scored in Italy's last game, is on the bench. While Spain include Manchester United's uncapped midfielder Ander Herrera amongst their substitutes. France in June to Turin in October. 2 of the continent's heavyweight powers meet again. There might be only 100-odd days since Italy knocked Spain out of UEFA Euro 2016, but they reconvene with different coaches and different... Beautifully done, Iniesta and Silva, the 2 players involved in the heart of this move. Iniesta continues his run. What a drag back. Not such a good shot. Had he played it back to David Silva, it could have been a different story.
In all honesty, Jim, I think if he plays it back to Silva and it's a goal, that's one of the best goals I've ever seen. Just wonderful, intricate, very short passing. It's not a shot at the end that it goes anywhere near troubling Gigi Buffon, but...
Too much in the way of immediate support, but Silva adds to the numbers. Still he goes, David Silva. Have the ball. Vitolo. Nice reverse ball from Vitolo, and Mazzarri decided to let it run. He was vindicated, but only thanks to the quick hands of Buffon, who flicked it away from the onrushing Diego Costa.
Don't know whether the thumbs up was because his goalkeeper had eventually...
The angle prohibitively tight, Bonucci forcing him wide out towards Carvajal. Right back still lurking with intent inside the penalty area. This is Silva, and the deflection takes it over for a corner.
It's as much a test of concentration for Italy as it is tactics. It's to watch this game and you see how dominant Spain are on the ball, how intricate they are with the passing. He took the shot on the David Silva when a couple of seconds before.
Points out only as far as Iniesta. Decent delivery back in from him, and Piqué sending it wide. What a chance.
Big chance in the first 20 minutes of this game. Wonderful crossing by Iniesta. It looked like it actually came off Sergio Ramos, the last touch of the ball. That's
Chilio with the header away. Deeper from Carvajal. Ramos with the ball in, and the header straight at Buffon. And that's 2 opportunities that Piqué spurned now.
It's a wonderful header back by his centre-half partner in Sergio Ramos to Gerard Piqué.
Silva. Carvajal, Vitolo, Costa making the near post run. Romagnoli scoops it away for yet another corner.
Really well tested on the left-hand side. It's the pace on the pass there from David Silva. Very much onside, but just the intensity in the play when they do go.
Vitolo. Costa. Almost broke through for Vitolo, and there's a free kick. Offside. The flag was up just to bail Italy out again.
Offside. Very
quickly to try and make the most of the spacing behind the back line. Now, the Piqué just catch that air as he played the ball inside the penalty. On it. Silva, and Costa's offside.
Poor decision, very clearly timed his run to perfection, but He have a go at him about keeping his emotions in check. He might have...
Goalless at half-time. Scoreline doesn't really tell the story. Spain, the dominant force from the very first whistle. Gerard Piqué spurning a couple of really good opportunities to give them the lead, but not significantly testing Buffon on either occasion. De Gea hasn't had a notable save to make, and Italy's sporadic counter-attacks have been exactly that, very isolated moment. Spain at half-time interval. Italy will be hoping for a change in the way the game goes over the next 45 minutes. Well, Julen Lopetegui, the Spanish coach, will be hoping for a slight change in
a position to be able to carve open a defence.
Wonderful pass from him. Koke's ball in, not quite so good, and Romagnoli is in the right place to get it away. Earns the plaudits from his much more experienced compadres in that Italian back line.
Golden generation that we saw Spanish football in the next generation.
Oh, a mistake by Buffon, a terrible mistake as well. Vitolo can capitalise. Spain lead in Turin by a goal to nil. And it's one of the biggest mistakes of his career. Gigi Buffon, a man who's achieved so much, has just had a moment to forget, and how significant it can prove to be.
Well, we've lauded the young fullback so far, but very much left completely on his own, playing Vitolo on side. But this is just so out of character for Gigi Buffon. We're almost viewing this in a state of shock. We're just assuming he's going to come out, clean up, sweep up, as we know he can do, as we know he always seems to do. But it's just a complete misjudgment from such a wonderfully talented player, and you can see on his face the instant that mistake's made, he knows he's going to get punished.
Pretty invidious for Buffon. Italy looking for an instant response. Missing the target.
This sounds a bit of life from Italy in the reaction to going a goal down. Playing to the strength of Graziano Pella. I think they're just asking whether he could knock the ball down. Parola making the third man run into the 6-yard box unmarked. I think for all we've gushed and lauded about
Italy doing what Spain have done effectively with a short one, and it's a decent ball in, missed then by Immobile. Difficult chance for him at the angle at which he approached the ball.
There's Immobile at full stretch, but look at Adair, whistles past his head. He's the one with the better angle, the better look at the actual cross coming in, completely misjudges the ball.
A great degree of fluency. It's a wonderful through ball here for Vitolo. Chance for two, and he's missed it. That surely would have put Spain out of sight. But he hasn't been able to hit the target.
Should already be 2-0 up now. This time he elects to stay on his line, Gigi Buffon, only coming out of the line. But the referee was absolutely adamant that it wasn't a penalty straight away. The linesman has got in touch to give his version of events. He does come together, he does get Adair. It's a good touch by Adair, he's still in control of the ball. But he can't. Ramos knows he shouldn't be trying to make the contact there. He might want to mitigate him, he might want to plead his case. I would say that the referee was not going to change his mind. He already has done, he's been informed by his assistant.
And Italy think it should be a second yellow card for Ramos. It certainly isn't a red card offence these days, that, but they think it should have been a second yellow. De Rossi against De Gea. 1-1. And the long unbeaten home record might remain intact a wee while longer yet. They haven't created too much at all, but Ventura's men out of jail to get back on level terms.
You get the feeling that it would be a mistake from Spain, perhaps a lapse in concentration that dragged Italy back into the match. It's a very classily taken penalty from Daniel De Rossi. Composure incarnate, but let's be honest, it's a position that Spain have put themselves in I was actually quite surprised that the first instinct of the referee was not to give the penalty. I thought, to all intents,
Here's Immobile trying to find a way through. Well, they're getting closer. They are getting closer. The game has completely turned.
Such a lively presence and such a long portion of this game. They didn't have anything to anywhere near as energetic. I think there, you look at PK's reaction. Full credit to the honesty, but how often do we see a centre-forward go over in that instance?
Florenzi. Immobile didn't get hold of it. Belotti has! Doesn't count. He's offside.
Real intensity to the play now, Italy. We've seen some marginal ones tonight. It's quite clearly offside, and the miss hit almost brings it under wonderful close control by
Eder. Big play down in Carvajal. Well, it finishes on as even in the first game between these two footballing heavyweights. Hugely entertaining. But Gigi Buffon's mistake 10 minutes into the second half looked as though it spelled the end of Italy's long unbeaten record in competitive internationals on home soil. It wasn't to be because they were bailed out by Daniele De Rossi from the penalty spot after a foul by Sergio Ramos on Eder. Italy equalising 8 minutes